Welcome, watchers of Illusion, to the Castle of Confusion and the A-Vision football review. We have the full team. It's Jez and G-Mac here. Ipswich 1, Birmingham 1. Jez, 2 sumptuous goals from Burke and Emmanuel Thomas, but which one was better?
Jets has to be. I'm still not convinced that it was actually a shot on goal, more of a sort of speculative cross into the box that drifted past him in off the post, but amazing dribble in from the right hand side. And I thought for Burke's goal it was a great strike, but our defence stood off them too much and allowed him the time to get that shot away, which Aaron Lee Barrett maybe could have done a bit better with as well against his post. But yeah, Jets was the better goal for me. On
Emmanuel Thomas, right, I'm watching him and I'm thinking, he can dribble and long-range shooting and score. Why don't they play him down the middle and indulge him in the same way that QPR did to Rabt? And he looks like the match winner. Am I right?
It's an interesting one. Jet is sometimes worth the entrance fee alone, whether he plays good or whether he plays bad. He's just so good to watch and you never know what you're going to get with him. I think in the long term he could play that central role and he could be that player that you're referring to, that Tarap-like figure for Ipswich Town. This season, his first season in the Championships, his first full season at this level, and I think fitness-wise it's taken some getting used to for him. Arguably it shouldn't do, he's a professional footballer, it's his job, but it's his first full season at this club, and I think fitness has been an issue in terms of playing him down the centre. On the right, he's done a very effective job now that he's had this good run in the team. And also Lee Martin's done very well when he's been asked to play down the centre. He's better down the centre than he is on the wing.
One of two. Who's going to be... Is it going to happen next year? One of those two?
I think they could mix and match it next season. I think at some point you will see Jet playing that more central role. But even he would admit at the moment that Lee Martin's done such a good job down there that he wouldn't change anything.
Graham's a big proponent of songs for players, so we're talking Jet by Wings.
It's got to be Wings, hasn't it? Dun, 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 dun.
That's amazing. Right, 20 shots to 8 in Ipswich's favour. Birmingham top 4 team coming down here. Are we to the point now where we show so much respect for these other teams that we say that's a good result? Or should Ipswich be, this is Ipswich, yeah? Should they be beating Birmingham at home?
Well, I think, as you say, because it's Ipswich, we should look to win every game we play, especially at Portman Road. But I think it was a brilliant performance last night, the best I've seen us play for ages. We pretty much, more or less, totally dominated a very good Birmingham side who, albeit they had a few injuries, but we shouldn't fear anyone at home. And I'm just pleased that we were able to really take the game to them last night and we weren't too scared of them.
How are Birmingham going to do in the playoffs? They need one win from 2 to get there. We assume they're going to get there. How are they going to do? At the moment, it would be Birmingham v Blackpool. We'll give you the other one, G. Birmingham, Blackpool.
Tough one to call. For solidity, I'm going to go for Birmingham to edge that one, just.
And G, if it stays the same, it's West Ham and Cardiff.
Yeah, and I would back Cardiff given the run that they've been on, and hopefully Malky Mackay's experience in the Cups this season, they obviously did very well in the Carling Cup, will stand them in good stead when it just comes to knockout games. And yeah, Cardiff have come into a fine run of form. Good win for them against Derby County last night. I could see them going all the way to Wembley.
Gee, I've got 2 stats for you here. First is Ipswich have taken points from every one of the current top 6. And the second is if Ipswich's away form matched their home form, they'd be in 4th position. What does that tell us about Ipswich this season?
It tells us that Ipswich Town have been nowhere near as consistent as they need to have been this season. They've really struggled. November, December time, the lineup was changing a lot as well. From the goalkeeper right through to the whole team. When they lost Ibrahim Asonko after that good run with the Diamonds, they kind of lost their way a little bit as well. But for the last, 15, 16 games, it's been the same back 4. Aaron Lee Barrett's joined them for the last 5 games. And, you know, you build from the back and it's been much more steady in recent weeks. And as a result, you've had more consistency across the board.
Jez, after the Watford defeat in round 38, we talked about whether the season was going to fizzle out or not. Since then, I know you're going to argue differently, but I think it has. It's 1 win in 7 and 6 goals. So instead of just being contrary, can we have from each of you a positive to take from these last few games and the final 10 of the season?
We've been fairly solid. The only game we've lost since the Watford game is the Leicester game. So although you say it's only 1 win in 7, we've not been losing too many games. We've been finding a way to at least get a draw. It is hard, but I'm still quite pleased that we're still looking quite solid over that run.
G, positive from you?
Yeah, quite a few positives from me. The form of late of Jason Scotland and Grant Leadbitter are playing for...
You said Scotland would come back a few weeks ago.
He's been a key player for Ipswich. He's been a great attacking player. He's got some great goals as well. The fact that Aaron Cresswell just seems to keep on playing. Again, it's his first full season at this level, and he's played.
Goal line clearance yesterday was actually Cole-esque, wasn't it?
And he's played more than anybody else. And you got to these last couple of games thinking that they were going to be dead rubbers, but anything but. Ipswich Town have come out and they've wanted to play, and they've taken the game to the opposition, particularly Birmingham City last night.
Okay, Football of the Year time on Sunday. This is quite boring because Robin van Persie is obviously going to win. So you can't pick Van Persie, and I don't want anyone off the shortlist. So no David Silva, Wayne Rooney, Kun Aguero, Joe Hart, Scott Parker. Why is Scott Parker? I'm going to go for Mario Balotelli because we're in the entertainment industry and he's very entertaining. So very quickly, I need a name not on the shortlist. Football of the Year, Jez?
Phoenix from the Flames, Paul Scholes.
Bam.
Carlos Tevez.
Okay, that'll do us with Carlos Tevez for Football of the Year from Graeme. We're going to be back next week. We're going to be doing a season review soon and Player of the Year, Goal of the Season, etc., etc. Do you want to do the hand thing for the Twitter?
It's your
you
turn.
do it, Jez? There it is. So comment on it's very good. It's kind of John Travolta-esque there, isn't it? I completely lost my thread, but comment us on Twitter and go to A Vision for more excellent local news and media stories.